All right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host, Dre DFX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and the metal markets. So hope everyone had a great Tuesday. So we're on Wednesday today. So on fourth, on the fourth. So everyone had a great start of the day. So let's get on to it here. So new edition here. We're gonna add some music in the background, so that's way we're gonna relax and start looking at charts and all that stuff. So let's get on to it. If it's the sound is too loud in regards to the live, but it should be okay. Perfect. So let's go as always on our my Forex Factory in regards to news for today. So for today, what we have here is we have a lot of news here at starting at 3:15. So 15 minutes after market open, London open, we're gonna have some news. So from 3 to 4. So Euro news specifically. So we have the Spanish service PMI, the Italian service PMI, the French final service PMI, and the German final service PMI. So we have PMI news here from 3:15 to 3:55. So be careful, guys. Market may move in regard to those news, even though it's not the red folders. So and you have the final service PMI here at 4. So basically, the final service PMI at 4. This is the combination of multiple euro zones that will release the PMI for this week and this month. So we're gonna monitor that all stream here in regards to that. And then at 8:15 we have the ADP non-farm employment change, really important news around 8:15. And at 8:30 we have FOMC members speaking from 8:30 until uh, around yeah, we have 8:15 and 8:30 FOMC members speaking. And after that, we have the ISM service PMI for the US at 10. So should be interesting thing today, especially for the crude oil inventory here. As always on Wednesdays, we have an inventory that'll be out. You have the US bank book here at 2. So pretty chill day and pretty to trade. So we'll see exactly how everything goes. So let's get on to it. I'm just gonna go back to my other screen and see how everything goes here. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. We do live London session and your session here most basically every weekdays, but especially for London will be London. London is Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 2 a.m. until around maybe 3 to 4, depending exactly on how the market moves. And New York is at 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. So we will have another session here at around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with me here. All right. So that's perfect. So let's get on to the charts. And when you get in, just make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you're not on the channel yet. perfect. So let me pull up the chart here. Make sure that everything is loaded here. Hey, Leon, I hope you have a great morning. Perfect. So, as you may not notice, there is music in the background, so that way it's going to be there's a new addition here on our stream. So, while waiting for setups or anything like that and analyzing the market, we will be able to listen to some smooth music in the background, ease up our decision making here, and get some good vibe flowing here. All right, so that's perfect. So let's go back on the charts. So we we do have a small consolidation on the 15-minute chart off of the previous day movement. So I'm just gonna open those three indicators here, and we're gonna break down everything that we're seeing. Boom, boom. So as you could see here, German right now is trading above previous day high and going long here right now. So we did had a sell off, a sell signal near the end of London here yesterday when we were on, and then we had a buy here at the end of New York, and now we have a continuation here since New York. So that's the previous day high. So it's trading above trading high. So currently long on German. Same thing for the US30. So the Dow Jones. So trading and ranging near the previous day high. Then you have Nasdaq, same thing, trading currently near the previous day high. We're still bullish here on Nasdaq here since way back there, since Monday. So still bullish since Monday off of this 50-minute chart. And you have S&P 500 trading near the previous day high. So that means that eventually we should be looking at the sell-off here. Maybe it's going to do that today. We are midweek, so expected if price goes near the mid-range, good opportunity here to go short. For DXY, so DXY here, we were bullish here since yesterday, London, I think. No, yesterday, Asian. So we had a buy. Now we have a continuation in the upside, trading near the previous day high. So still bullish here on DXY. So that means that we should be bearish on Euro USD and GU. So let's see how it's trading on right now. So we did have a sell here on Euro USD. It's trading near the previous day low. Expecting to go have a reversal eventually here on Euro USD. So we'll have to wait for DXY to switch for to be bullish here. And GU, we were trading within previous day mid range, and now we did had a sell here, so we have a continuation here in the downside. The first sell went towards the previous levels here. Now we had a small pullback. Now it's seems to be doing his move here right now. So Euro USD GU sell, and let's look at the odd USD. Right now consolidating, so almost trading near the mid-range of the previous day. So not trading near the high at all. So the last signal here is a sell. So still trading, still bearish here overall, and that's what we have here, bearish movement here on USD. We have USD CAD, USD CAD here trading minimum of the range of previous day, and we did have a sell here, so we'll see exactly if it wants to start to reverse to go up, but right now currently bearish here on USD CAD. Let's look at USD Swiss. So trading near the previous day high. We did have a buy here signal, so next signal that we're waiting for is a sell. So we'll see exactly if it wants to trade near the previous day mid-range of the previous day. But currently bullish here on Swiss, Swiss, and we'll look at yen, AUD USD, AUD JPY. I always say hard. AUD JPY currently trading near previous day high. So the last signal was a buy, and we're still bullish here right now. So we'll see exactly how where it wants to go. So still bullish here since the previous day buy signal that we had near, let's see here, near before the start of New York yesterday. So Euro CAD currently trading near previous day low. So we did have a sell yesterday near the start of New York session. So we have a continuation here on Euro CAD. So the CAD is pretty strong right now against the euro. So be careful about that. Now we have gold. Gold trading in the range right now, as you can see, right to the range, and we have multiple buys and sells here. So it's mid-range from the previous day, but the best move here was at the start of this week's market. We had to buy right away, and it traded up. Let's see, Euro JPY. Euro JPY trading near previous day high. So basically continuation from the previous day buy signal here off of the 15-minute chart. So still bullish here on Euro JPY, and same thing for GJ. We had a buy signal here yesterday, now trading near the range. So the next signal here that we're waiting for is a sell signal here on Euro JPY and GJ. All right, and let's see here. Let's look at the oil. Oil trading near the previous day mid-range. We did have a sell here, so we may start to have a continuation going down. We do have the oil inventory news today at New York session, so be careful to see. We'll have to see exactly what's if it's going to impact market with gold, with the oil. And finally, we're going to look at the crypto market. So currently, Bitcoin here is at 105.222. So So trading compares the range. So not a lot of movement here. And same thing for XRP should be trading within the range. Exactly, that's what we have. XRP is at 2023 cents. So consolidation here. So we'll see. So the next signal here that we're waiting for is a sell on the crypto market. So that's the rundown here so far here in regards to the most currency and indices and metals that we're looking at right now. So yeah, so in regards to FTMO, in regards to the FTMO account, I'm still waiting for the automation to be completed. Still have to. I found an issue in regards to the automation. So been since yesterday. I was working on it, so I paused it on that. But right now, for FTMO, I'm waiting. I opened the other automation here for to trade manually. So if there's any signals here, we're gonna look to see exactly if it makes sense to take it. So that will be the plan here for the upcoming days until everything is settled. The issue that I had with the automation here was, as you saw, you had 2 days that was green. There was a good profit overall, but the issue is that when it was retracing, it was taking multiple trades that it shouldn't. The way that my previous opponent did it was the wrong way, especially when I especially told him what to do. So I had to take my time and recode everything. So that's going to be a hassle, but we're going to do it. We'll take my time to do that, and everything will be good. All right. So yeah, so I'm just waiting for setups here. So if I don't have any setups here on our live, there'll be no trade that will be taken. That'll be the actual Wyckoff AI that you see here that we're going to trade manually here. But if there's nothing, we sit on our hands and we wait. So we didn't lose a lot here on the challenges. So so that's what we're going to continue here. As in Thursday. Yeah. So in regards to London session, the reason why I don't do it on Thursdays is because I have a conflict of I have some some schedule issue with my fiance because she's using the actual office that I'm currently in overnight, so I cannot trade on Thursdays, and usually I do not trade London on Thursdays. So usually it's Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So if let's say she doesn't need the room, I will be I'll be on for London, but for now, that's really the way that the schedule is set up. So until further notice, that will be Tuesdays and Wednesdays, unfortunately. All right. So that's pretty much it. Um, let's see if there's anything else. That's pretty much it here. Perfect. So let me know what you are looking at right now in regards to the market. So like I said, automation will not be running here, especially in the demo. It's gonna be closed until I recode the automation part of the uh, the strategy here. That is fortunately not coded the right way. So because it was closing trades a little bit early for no reason, and taking retracement multiple times, even though we had basically like the setup that we had. If you remember, we had the Nasdaq and I don't know, I think it was US30 and German. We had a big drop when I did the analysis here on those two. When I put those fibs and it dropped, and the automation took it, and that was the exact way that it was supposed to be done. But afterwards, when you saw the retracement, I can show you exactly what I mean. I'm just gonna go back on that US30 trade. I think it was US30. Yes, it was US30. So as you can see, remember that big drop here. I think it was it US30? Let me check. German. Yes, it's German. So German, as you can see, the automation took that sell way before the Wyckoff here because it was confirmed of the bearishness because it's not the same. The Wyckoff on the higher time frames gave you the actual bias because I was bearish here overall between that time. That's why it took that sell. And this move here did more than 0.5%, only for German, and same thing for US30. It did the same exact move on those two, and that's why what you saw here when I show you the result for that period of time, that did almost one near 1% here only with that move. So, but for the rest, there was some coding issues that was taking out um, all of the profit that was made here for that move. So basically, at the end, I think yesterday it did minus 1.3K. So more than 0.5% loss here, but most of those losses would have been avoided if the coding was correct. Does automation trades session all session now? The automation, you have the option for it to trade 24/7, or you could open it when you're on your live session. Like for example, let's say I have the automation only be trading when I'm on the chart. I just have to open it, and it's gonna start taking trades automatically. So you just have to select exactly the actual um, direction. So if you want to only buy only or sell only, you're able to do so, or you could trade both direction. So it's gonna take all of the trades in the direction that you want. But the best way to do it is, let's say, for example, if I had, let's say, I'm going to show you guys an example. Let's say if I have this buy here, okay, on the 50-minute chart on Nasdaq. So what I would have done is that when I get the alert for buy, I would go to the automation and just select buy only because the momentum is going up. So any buy movement here, the automation will take it until you have another signal here on the sell side. Uh, you would only sell at that point. So that's exactly what it needs to do. So when you have a retracement on the downside, it's gonna cut. Basically, it's gonna cut the trade and start back when the market reverse upside, and so on and so forth. So all the pullbacks that you see here, it wouldn't take it. Only take buys. The only issue that we had here was the coding was done in regards to because it's based off of Renkos. If you remember, I always trade Renkos, and Renkos is a good momentum type of indicator. And I was able to basically I was able to code that portion of for the automation to have a clear indication of where the market wants to go. Because if you look at Renkos, it's going to be really smooth, and if there's retracement, it will tell you exactly where the retracement started. So that's how it's going to work. So let's say we have only some green Renko bars going up. It will take one position. As long as you have multiple green Renko bar, that position will still be open until it reverse and start to go red Renko bars. That position will close at the top here. And the red zone, so no trades because we're only focusing on buying because we had the buy signal here. And when it's going to reverse and start to go from red to green, this is when you're going to have a new position open in the upside. And then if it goes red, it's gonna close out the trade. So basically, off of that move, you would have two set up for buy. Right now, it would be considered as consolidation. And if it goes short and you have a sell signal, the only thing that you need to do is go back on the automation, change the buy only to sell only, and it's going to do the opposite of what I showed you. So all of the sell red Renko bar going down, you're going to have one position going start opening in the downside, and you have a retracement going up. It's going to cut the trade. Wait for the retracement here. Let's say it goes to a 61 point or a 50% retracement up of the fib. When the retracement will be completed, when the retracement will start back going down, you're gonna have another entry going down, so on and so forth. So that's how the automation should be working. And unfortunately, that was not coded that way specifically. So so that's how it's gonna work overall. So I thought I was done coding, but I'm not. So I'm still gonna continue making sure that everything is working fine. So that way, everyone that has automation as their service will benefit of that. So that's why it's there's no trade. So for now, I was waiting for this week to be done to make sure that everything was working fine, but it wasn't. So I'm glad that I was able to look and back test the automation part for the last 48 hours to see exactly what was the issue. So that's perfect. So if you're the first time being on my live, my name is Andre, and they call me JDFX. And I've been trading for the last 12 years here in the market. So I started in 2013 by trading option trading, binary options, and then I switched to Forex. And eventually I'll be switching towards futures. That's where I'm focusing right now on the indices, a few Forex pairs, so EURUSD GU, and the metal market, so gold, and other markets too. So platinum, silver. Eventually, we'll be analyzing that. So and what you're seeing here right now is multiple indicators that I created, and I've been self-taught coder a couple of years. And yeah, so what we do here on our lives is look at the market, analyze what's going on, see exactly where the market is at. So there's multiple tools that we're using. So we have the MTA V4. So this is this box here that you see that will identify previous day high, previous day lows, and the mid range of the previous day. So that'll give you an indication of exactly where the market is currently at compared to previous day. You have also previous week and the previous month information here. So you're gonna have a box that'll be plotted on your current live price action, and I will give you basically a good idea of where the market is at compared to previous day, week, or month. All right. So that's the first indicator. The second one is the Wyckoff AI. So this is the buy and sell signals here that you're seeing here. So this is based off of volume. So you have VWAP, POC, and the Wyckoff method. So there's one specific Wyckoff method um, pattern that you need to have a confirmation on, and if everything aligns with the volume, you're gonna get a signal here for buy or sell. And as you can see, there was a buy signal here on Nasdaq here at around uh, 10, 11 o'clock here on Monday, and since then it was going bullish here. All right. And finally, you have also the high-low level. So those are the support and resistance line that you're seeing here. So I'm just gonna close this, close those two, so y'all can see the high-low levels. So that will provide you with basically the high and low levels of your current time frame. So currently we're trading off of the 50 minutes. So all of those lines that you're seeing here, those are previous support and resistance line that are important to look for in regards to setting up your stop loss and take profit. And the blue and red ones, the big ones, those are the higher time frame support and resistance. So for this example here, we have those are 30 minutes high and lows levels here that were broken previously that are important to look for in regards to taking a decision to take a trade. So as I can see, let's say for example you had a buy signal here off of the Wyckoff AI one. Here, perfect. Let's say you had a buy here. If you're looking at previous higher time frame support and resistance to get out of a trade, that'll be the best level here to get out if you're taking a trade here. And as you can see, it went straight to it and had a continuation, and it bounced off of that level and started to go up a bit higher. And and there's new levels here on the higher time frame that was plotted. And as you can see, that was a previous level that was time and time again being rated in the past. And when you have resistance, that is the blue one that is broken, that resistance is right now support. Okay, and vice versa. So if it's breaking above the resistance, it's considered as support. If it's breaking below support, it's switched to resistance. All right. And other than that, you have, I'll show you guys the other indicators here. And like I said, all the indicators that you're seeing here, those are the ones that I'm using. Let's see. The other one, I'm just gonna see if that was the right one. Yeah, so we have the POC AI, the V8. So this is the point of control only, and I'll give you exactly some point of control alerts and entries. So pretty simple to understand. So more or less the same as the Wyckoff one. And also we have EMXAI V7. That was one of my first indicators that I created that was optimized multiple times. And on this one, you're gonna have basically TP zones that will be created here. And I'm just gonna make sure that I have the right settings on that. Mm, Chart, perfect. So, so on that one, it's gonna close. Yeah. So for that one, you have basically it's an ADX, so average directional index. And where there's a specific pattern that we're waiting for is going to create an alert here and a natural zone to have your TPs. So as you can see, you have TP1 to TP3. And if it goes above TP3, you have another continuation TP that will be plotted off of the alert. So as of now, check. This is where the market is at right now. So as you can see, there's a continuation. Same thing here. You have a sell. As you can see, trace went back down. So it depends exactly on how you use it, but we'll give you exactly some small scalp entries here that will be going in the right direction. So we have buy here. So I'm just gonna go back a little bit more for you guys. So as you can see, most of the setups here that you're seeing here are winners. All right. So that's the gist of it. I do have other indicators here that I have, but I'm not gonna take my time and show you guys all of them. But um, if you wanna, like, let's say you wanna work with me and be able to use them, like Leon that is currently on the live, been one of my best student since the last couple of years. Taught him most of, not most, all of what I know in the market. So and he's using the indicators here that you're seeing here. If you want to have access to them and you need help in regards to understanding the market, make sure to go on my YouTube channel first, like and subscribe as always. And on my YouTube channel, you should see a Google form link there, and just click on it, fill it out, and within the next 24 hours, I'll be able to reach you and see exactly if it will be a good fit here on working with me. And what you have with me is basically 24/7 support. So I'm a one-man show, and I have a limited amount of placement here and the amount of people that will have access to what I created here, because I don't want to have thousand and thousand people in my group. Right now we're only a few. The one that is most active here is Leon, but I have a few of other students here that are more private, and they don't want to be online and all that stuff. That's okay. So if you want to have one-on-one sessions with me, that's no problem on that. And I'll also good with commitment of traders, so COT. So I'll give you exactly a breakdown of how to use COT data, and to know exactly where the market wants to go and all that stuff, and what you're expecting the market before taking any trades on Monday. Okay, so I always do that over the weekend. I have a report on my Discord, full report here in regards to Forex indices and metals and the DXY specifically. And I give you a breakdown of the top movers, the big movers basically, and the actual COT report, the COT list of currencies, and my top COT pairs for the week. So I'll give you an idea exactly on how to trade it. That's pretty much it, guys. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. For now, we're just waiting for market open. So it's 2:42 right now, and no signal so far. So every 15 minutes, if we have any signals, I'm going to break it down here with you guys. If we don't have any signals within our session, that's okay. We're going to wait until our next session at New York. Wait for another signal. For sure, we have signals between the London and New York session. If there's any, I will break it down and see exactly if it made sense to take that trade or not. And that's pretty much it. So let's see here. We're gonna see if I think we had some setups here that came in. So we did had GU for sell. Yeah, GU for sell and go for sell. So we're gonna go back. So those signals here are off the Wyckoff one. So I'm gonna open Wyckoff. That is here, and opening the high level. So those are the two that I'm using here on the live. So that way we're gonna know exactly where the actual signal came in and which level to get out of the trade and all that stuff. And as you can see, you have multiple buy and sell signals here, and most of them touch previous levels here. That will be good levels to get out. So I'm gonna click on the alert, open the gold one, and see exactly the signal for gold. So we did have a sell signal on gold, and if you see that sell signal, what I would wait for is a retracement back, and then wait to have the gold break that previous support here on the 30-minute time frame. So this is a 30-minute support. This is a 30-minute resistance. So right now we did wick near the previous the previous not the previous day support. This is the 30-minute support, 30-minute resistance, and it went almost to that 30-minute resistance here. So most of the time, the alert here will get in, will give you a trigger sell or buy, and it will retrace and start to go to the right direction. So this buy, for example, this buy was near a a previous support that was switched towards resistance. So if I put a line off of this one, I'm gonna put array. I'm gonna put horizontal line. Boom, boom. Put a line here. If you see, price went towards this previous support line that was broken in the downside. Like I said before, if support was the price was broken in the downside of the previous support, this support is now resistance. Okay, so if it goes back to that support, that previous support that was switched to resistance, you may have a reaction off of it. And that's exactly what you had. So if let's say I put let's remove the indicator here for the buy sell. No, you know what? I'm gonna keep it on, and I'll put exactly how I would take that to see exactly if that trade was valid or not, because it's following the Wyckoff method and the volume, because we had great volume here, but most of the time, sometimes the volume will go towards a previous support or resistance and start to bounce off of it. So if you look at the price action here going down visually, because it's been multiple years that I'm looking at the market, I know exactly that it went towards maybe a 50% or 61.8 fib retracement just by looking at the market movement. Okay, so let's plot our fib. So if you want to look at a fib to go towards the downside, you need to put your fib from the top, so the higher high, to the latest low. Okay, so the latest low was right here. So I'm just gonna make sure that I put it more or less at the right level. Perfect. So as you can see, so this is 50% of that fib retracement, and this one right here, and as you can see, it's right at that level that we plotted here. So that 30-minute support, high support that was switched to resistance is basically 61.8 of that fib retracement. So if I have those two confirmation here, that would be a best time if I see the price go towards this 61.8, I will be most likely start to sell the market. And you see the price rejected off of it. If you were taking only the trade off of levels, so let's say I remove that. If I remove the Wyckoff one, and I'm only focusing on the price action, that was the best level here to sell off gold. Okay, and where would I put my TP? I would have put my TP off of previous level, and as you can see, I would put it near that support, because 9 times out of 10 it will bounce off of support. So from here to here, that will be a good profit zone to take that trade here at the top and get out of that trade here for a good risk to reward here. All right, so that trade you wouldn't be in drawdown at all, and you'll be out of that trade around this zone. All right. So only by looking at the high low level indicator, you're able to spot some good entries. And always, if you want to look for a sell for with the fib top to bottom, you have to put your fib from top to bottom. And if it goes back to 50 or 61.8, good rejection zone. Okay. Same thing if you're looking for a buy setup off of a fib, you have to put your fib from the bottom to the top. So let's do it the other way. So if I look for a buy, so from here to here, I do see that there's a rejection off of a zone here. So I could put my fib here from that pretty big swing before that big move up from the bottom. So that was the previous move off of that previous resistance that was switched to support to the top. And I always take the wick near the wick here, right? Same thing. What do we have here? We have a rejection off of what? 61.8 right here. So price went up to here. So you're waiting for a reversal. So you wait for a pullback off of previous fair value gap at the bottom. And when you see the price go down and you want to go up, that will be your entry, 61.8. Your take profit will be where? Here. Boom. Price went towards that previous support that was breaking down at the downside. So that is resistance, new resistance. So get out of that trade at the resistance. So you'll be in that trade from here to here. And the other way, like we saw at the beginning, from here to here. So off of that two move, you should be in good profit overall. And that's only using one indicator, right? So that's not that doesn't include the other ones. All right. So that's pretty much it in regards to the explanation. The most profitable. Uh, yeah. Leon says that the most one is XCI and Wyckoff. All right. Perfect. That's this is basically. I'm just gonna remove that line that I added. So that's how you look at the market, guys. So if you only look at levels, that's the best way to do it. All right. So let me remove the drawings here, and I'm gonna add the X. So as you can see, EMX AI gave you a buy right at the start of that move. So if you're using only EMX here, as you can see, that was TP3, but you see there was a TP right here. So that was the maximum price level that the market went up towards from that move here. So that was a big win. And if we look at Wyckoff AI, close that. Wyckoff AI, you have the buy here. So Wyckoff, I use it most of the time most of the time to have the direction here and to do some quick scalping here in the market. So as I explained, you have a small scalp here on the upside, take profit right here, small sell here. Or we took the trade here. Just gonna look at previous setups here. So you have a buy here. Market probably will be at around this zone off of the high low level. Same thing for that sell. You look, you always look on the left side to see exactly if you have previous levels that were broken in the past. That'll be the zones that you need to plot for take profit. And make sure to look at the right time frame here off of gold. So you could go on the lower time frame or the higher time frame, whatever you like. You don't have to change anything on the settings for Wyckoff. You just have to change your time frame. Let's say I go on the 1 hour. It's going to calculate all of the Wyckoff here automatically and give you setups here overall. Okay, so that's give you the 1 hour setups. As you can see, buy, sell. So you see here you have the buy, but nothing here on the 1 hour. So less noise here on the higher time frame. Even if we go on the 4 hour on gold, you sell here, you have a buy here. So if you go on the 4 hour and you go back down on the lower time frame, you just have to wait for, let's say, a pullback right here to get in. You're able to get in on a buy on the lower time frame. When it retraces, you're good. So always put your fib and all that stuff. So that's how it works. Right. So 258. So market will open in about 2 minutes. So let's, like I said here, we do have service PMI here on euro starting at 3:15. So in about 17 minutes, we're gonna have some news in regards to PMI for Spanish, Italian, French, and German final service PMIs. You have the actual final service PMI for euro in full for the whole eurozone at in an hour from now. Right. So be careful if you're trading euro. So British pound shouldn't be affected. So I would focus on trading GU for the next hour or so, and still monitor euro cross pairs to see exactly if it makes sense to take that. But we should have some volatility overall. Yeah, for sure, because the that 30 minute here on gold, because you remember the Wyckoff and the EMXAI has more or less the same rules. The only difference is the actual entry mechanism here is different. So Wyckoff is waiting for Wyckoff method setup, but for the EMXAI is waiting for an actual volume. So EMXAI is only volume based, but Wyckoff has volume and some technical uh, analysis confirmation. So that's the only difference. All right, so market is open here, guys. So let's see how it is. So let's look at Euro USD. So Euro USD here on the 20 minutes already created a support zone. So on the 15, I'm just going to go back on the 30 minute, the 15 minutes. That was on the 30 minutes here. So, like I said, guys, on the euro, on Euro USD, waiting for a buy setup here. If I'm waiting for a buy setup, that means that most likely the service PMI for euro may be bullish, so may be positive. And if that's the case, it will have the market for euro going towards the upside as a momentum. So right now we are currently in an indecision market status. So this is the Wyckoff AI market status indicator that is already included here in integrated with Wyckoff. So when it's indecision, we just gotta wait to see exactly if it's gonna switch to a bullish or bearish. So nothing so far, but I'm expecting to go long here on the euro. Just gonna remove the drawings and see exactly what wants to go. Let me put a fib here and see exactly what we're expecting. So 61.8 was around here. So it's bouncing off of 61.8 right now. So 61.8, as you can see, this is a level here of interest. So I'll put a line off of this one. So I know that it's 61.8. And this line here. So 61.8 is right here. So we went a little bit above it, a little bit under it, and started to reverse above. And on top of that, I'm waiting for a buy here on the Wyckoff. So Wyckoff, yeah. So just be careful, guys, on that. Let's look at the Euro JPY. Euro JPY, we already had the buy. We may have a continuation here in the upside. Let's look at the Euro CAD. Look at CAD. Your CAD was a sell, so waiting for a little bit here. Right. So let me know if you what you're looking at, guys. Make sure to put it in the chat, and make sure to like and subscribe to my channel as always. Please ask any questions here. So I'm here for that. And I'm doing the live here for you guys. So and also to see exactly how I look at the market. Good to have some feedback how the live London, you always gonna see me with my PJs on, because I really don't care. So this is my PJs, and at New York, I have my regular attire. So trading should be comfortable, not being too serious. So it should be fun. It's like a video game for me. So the more you look at the chart, the more you see exactly the patterns, and the more you're more comfortable with the market, and you're more capable of analyzing the market by yourself. GU buy setup 5 minute. Young, you love your 5 minute entries. So remember, if you're on the 5 minute, you need to start increasing your lot size, because if you're lowering your lot size and you're scalping, it's going to take you a while to increase your cap, right? So be mindful of that. 5 minutes. So look at the, so we had a white up buy, and let's look at EMX. So nothing on EMX here. So you only have the Y cup here as on a buy here. Let me close this. Boom. So 5 minute, like I said, on the 5 minute, what you need to modify for your high low level is to go on the 15 minute higher time frame for your levels. So you switch. Usually I put the 30 for the 15 minute chart, but since I'm on the 5 minute, I'm going to switch it to 15 for the high low levels. So right now it broke out of the 15 minute support here, resistance here, and 5 minute resistance. So should be good. And on top of that, let's see if we have. I do see a fib retracement here. Some high and low right here. We'll see exactly if it wants to go towards that 61.8. So 61.8 here is here. So that means that we are at 61.8, Leon. So be careful. Like I said, we do have news on euro for the next 40. That's no, that's geo. That's geo. Okay, that's perfect. So we may have a continuation in the upside. We're still bullish here, but like I said, we are here as an actual reversal off of the dip. So be careful. All right. So if I go on EMX, that should be EMX here. Boom, boom. So that's what I have here for EMX off of the 5 minute, Leon. don't have a buy here for now. You tell me that you have a buy. I do not have a buy yet. We have a good sell here off of the lower time frame. A buy two on the 5 minute. All right. So I do not have. So I'm using this is the Oanda feed, so I don't have it yet, unless you already had it earlier. It's been printed right now, but I don't have anything for GU. But it makes sense that it's a buy. But like I said, be careful because we do have a 61.8 the retracement here off of that level. So it may start to go down. Yeah, so okay, perfect. Yeah, so you have Wanda. All right, so that's what I have too. So, but I don't have that buy that you have on your end. Right? We have so 15. All right, perfect. So, is there any other currency we're going to look at? Let's look at the euro. Go on the 5. So euro is still waiting for that buy setup here. So we're on a sell here. Went to well over multiple TP zones here. It's all good, Leon. If you see it on your end, that's okay. I want to reset my page currently, so don't stress about if I see it on my end and you don't see it on your end. Remember, I have a paid feed here on my end, so it may differ for by a few entries, but it is bullish. It should be a buy on your end, so that's no problem on that. So I have this to get US USD. Just wait for it to load. The, the paid fee that I have, I think it's only for the indices specifically. So I don't know if it's going to affect the other currencies, but it's like $10 US per month. You have it on your. You have to go on your trading view, and you have the option to add a paid feed. So just go on your account, and you should see that. But based on what you're trading, Leon, you don't need to have the paid feed. You don't need to add extra costs for no reason. Just trade what you see here on your screen, and you'll be good. The only reason I have the paid version is because eventually I'm going to be trading on futures, and you need to have the live feed to trade futures because the feed that TradingView is giving you is more or less delayed a little bit. So the only reason that I have that paid feed is for futures trading. But if you're trading Forex and especially indices here on CFD markets, so CFDs is contract for difference. You don't need to have the paid feed. It's only me that wants to have it. But you could just stay with your trading view that and as long as you have a pro trading view or more, you're good. You are good. All right. So 318. Let's see. I'm just gonna look to see exactly if there's the PMI service notes here for Spanish. Refresh my page here. So Spanish PMI here was negative, so 51.3. The actual is 51.3, and the forecast was 52.8. So far, negative news are for service PMI for Spanish. So we're gonna have the other service PMI for Italy in about less than 30 minutes, and we have the French and German at 350 and 355, and the final PMI at 4. So overall, I'm expecting to go short on euro. So I'm just waiting for it, not short, but to go long. So maybe the final service PMI will push the market in the upside. So we'll see how it goes. Mm, that's exactly what that is doing right now. Switch it up. And one other thing, if you have a buy, let's say you had a buy set up here, and it went past your stop loss that is plotted here, you're not gonna have the continuation of the TPs. Why? Because it has the stop loss. So that's why this right here should be a loss. It should be invalidated, even though it traced and started to go up off of talking about the EMX AI. But if you had the Wyckoff, we put an entry off of the Wyckoff, you had another opportunity here to get in at that point to go long. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. And just put your question in the chat. I'm here to answer them, no problem. Let me drink some water. Let me know what you're looking at right now in regards to the market. We should be closing our session here at maybe 3:45. So we still have like 20 minutes. So, like I said, we're going to be back here at New York. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to open the notification bell for the upcoming news, upcoming live session here at New York with yours truly. Perfect, no problem, no problem. Great to see you back on the chat. So yeah, if you have any questions, don't be shy. Like I said. So especially yeah, I saw that there was some issues in regards to how to set up how to plot fibs. Uh, Most of the people were putting the fib the wrong way. So I hope I helped you in regards to the fib placement. So if you're looking for a sell, you need to put your fib from the top towards until the last swing low. And if you're looking for a buy, you have to put it from the bottom until the last swing high. All right. So basically, you do the opposite way. So if I look for a buy, I start my fib at the bottom of that price action. If it's for a sell, I start to put my fib at the top of the price action. So the top. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. So that's how you have to look at things. $25 to 45. All right. So let's see. Also, open the previous day high low So the NPAV4. So this is a multi-time frame analysis. So we can see exactly where the price is trading against the previous day high, low, and middle range. So for your GPY, still trading near the top of the previous day range, previous day high. So, and we're waiting for a sell because we had a buy here. So waiting for a sell setup here in the downside. And remember, we are midweek, so and we have some news currently in regards to service PMI on euro. So we may start to bring the price down or up, depending exactly on the final PMI results here. That will be in about less than maybe 33 minutes from now. So make sure to look at the Forex Factory in the news tab in regards to Wednesday's news. And I'm only focusing on Euro and USD on our lives. So, but depending if you're trading CAD or you're trading other currencies, make sure to have them loaded up. Yeah. So, okay, great. Let's see here. I'm just gonna look at it because. Okay, so where do you put your fib? So what I do on fibs, and I'm gonna go back on. Let's go back on gold. And we're gonna move everything. So what I do for the fib, I would always tell you to put your fib here. Anything above the 50-minute chart is good. The reason why I use the 50-minute chart is because uh, I want to see exactly all of the rejection off of previous levels. So I always use, let's say, the high-low level here on the 30-minute higher time frame. Give me an idea here. But what I do here, I just zoom out and see exactly where the actual big push in the upside or the downside was created, so I can know exactly where to put my fib, right? So let's look at those levels here, right? Go to go to the previous ones. So I could put a fib here. So I let's say the price action does this and start to retrace. So when it goes up more than 50% of that previous swing, most likely I know that there will be a fib placement that I can do. Okay, Okay, so I'll do it here. That's the first one. I always look to a 50 or 61.8 retracement right here. And now it's going to start to go down. All right. It's going to, whoops, remove that. Oh, all right. So that's the first one. Then I wait for another retracement. Now the fib is wider, okay, because this previous swing low was broken from that move, waiting for a retracement going up more than 50% of that move. I'm going to do another fib, all right? So I'm expecting to go short again. So go again. I'll do a fib from this swing, from this one to this one. Boom. What happened? Same thing. This one went to what? 61.8 to the dot. See, as long as this high is not broken, that's my point of interest to put my fib. Okay. Now still going lower. This low was broken. And now that fair value, you have to wait also to wait until this fair value gap is filled up. When it's filled up, that means that there will be a new fair value gap that will be created. Then you put a fib off of this one because this one is done. I'll create another one here. There's a swing. More than 50% of that retracement was done. So I know exactly that this is confirmed a low because it went up to more than 50% of that region. So I'll do another fib again from that swing high, that latest swing high, because it did a sharp downturn to that swing low. Boom. What happened here? 61.8 again. So your entry should have been here. You'll be able to put like a pending order for sell. Now, your take profit will be previous swings to be broken here. So you'll be here to here. That'll be your take profit because it went towards those previous lows. Broke those previous lows here. You have a fair value gap here. And here you have also another a big fair value gap right here. You're gonna see them a lot. So you have another fair value gap right here. So if you put a swing from here to here, that's a good indication for a bullishness. So do the opposite way. You always need to look at previous swings to see exactly if you have a big swing, a fair value gap, and what the market wants to go to. See, I put the fib from the bottom to the top. for that top because you still had a fair value cap that was not graded yet. And price went well above, below 61.8. As you can see, price started to consolidate, started to bounce off of that zone. Now, from there, we should be looking for what? Buy setups. So that will be your point of interest here to start going above. So do the same thing here. I'm going to put a fib here from that bottom here to the top. What we have here, 61.8, boom, went back to that range. You would have hit your take profit right here. Always look at previous levels here for your exit. And for the rest, now we have another pattern here in the upside. So for this one, for gold, you have the bigger one, the big fib you could put to see exactly where the market wants to go towards. But in the meanwhile, you're gonna have small fib for retracements that will be done. Okay, so now this fib, I already explained that at the beginning, but there was a fib here. I'll do that again. 61.8, boom, went down. So we're gonna wait to see exactly if gold wants to raid that previous swing low here, that low. Okay, if it does, we're gonna wait for a big value gap that we created, and then when it's gonna retrace more than 50%, I'm gonna start to put a fib here from that point here to that low and continue. Is that clear? Let's see. All right. Yeah, Leon, I'm gonna go on GU in a few seconds. I'm just gonna make sure that we'll the question. Thanks for yeah, no problem. Always looking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, before the swing, along with the exactly. That's exactly it. That you understood. So hope everything was clear in regards to that. So if you want to go back towards that explanation, make sure to look at the replay afterwards of that screen near the end because we're gonna close it out in a few minutes. But that's really it. So GU 15-minute buy, white clock. So let's look at that. Let's look at GU. GU is here. 15, and I'm gonna open white. Yeah, so you have we have a buy here. Like I said, we do have we had the 61.8, but it already passed the 61.8. Remove drawings here so y'all can see. So it should be bullish here. So if you want to make sure that it's going up, you should be looking at DXY to see exactly if it's crashing down. It's exactly what it's doing right now. So if we look at DXY, we could put a fib here from that swing, that previous swing low to that high. So we do have a lot of movement here in the downside for DXY. A lot of movement in the downside because we do have a February gap right here. We could put it from that previous swing low right here or this one, okay? Because that was the big move going up. So I'm gonna move that and put it from that swing. So we do have some good movement in the downside, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go a little bit more down on DXY. So that GU is making sense right now. So, but be careful; it may start to reverse off of you because it's bouncing off of a level here. Make sure that you have your high-low level here on the right settings. Yeah, the 50-minute chart level. Yeah, exactly. So it's bouncing off that previous chart level. So looking good here. So if it wants to go a little bit higher, make sure to look at those previous resistance levels here off of the 50-minute chart. And those are the 30-minute higher time frame levels here, the blues and the reds right now. So make sure of that. Just gonna wait a few seconds here. Let's get the last 15 minutes here. Right. Perfect. So perfect. So possible completion today. Waiting. Yeah, exactly. That's what I explained at the beginning, Leon. So we have some news uh, at New York. So it will for sure affect the market. So just wait it out. It's at 8:15. So we have the non-farm employment change, 111K. So we should have some. Pretty sure we're gonna have some maybe some good news here on those, but we'll see how it's gonna go. But that's at 8:15 my time. So in about 5.5 hours from now. All right, perfect. So last round of questions, guys. If you have anything to ask me, make sure to put them in the chat. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Leon. So we're gonna close it out right now, guys. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. We do those live London sessions here every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, starting at 2 a.m. So we have a pre-market analysis, and we wait for market open and see exactly how the market goes, and do some technical analysis here at the same time. And yeah, so we're gonna be back here at New York session. So that'll be at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in about 6 hours from now, less than 6 hours from now, I'll be back here with a New York session. So at 9 a.m. We're gonna be doing a 30-minute pre-market and see exactly how the market will move starting at New York at 9:30. So it's an hour and a half session. So ask questions, guys. I'm here to help, and make sure to subscribe and open your notification bar for the next live here with your host, Media Effects. No problem, guys. So we'll be back here in about 6 hours for another session with yours truly. All right. So have a great rest of your London session, and we'll be back here at New York. All right. So peace. Have a great one.